How'd you start all this podcast stuff?
So actually, I saw this podcast, like the position offering on Instagram when I was clicking through my stories, which is honestly kind of crazy, but I saw that Honor Minds was looking for a new podcast host for season 3. I was like, okay, sick. I am really passionate about teenage mental health, and I like talking, obviously. I'm a Leo, but so I went and I listened to basically the entire On Our Minds saga, and I was like, this is something that I really enjoy because I think that they take these topics and they treat each of these topics with such delicacy and such respect. And I was like, this is a project I really want to get in on. So I did the application. I kind of said, okay, well, I don't think I'm going to get in, but I'm going to try anyways. And then I got an email back, and then I did a couple interviews, and now I'm in Austin, Texas.
Do you like doing podcasts?
I'd never done anything like podcast related before this. I'd done like a couple like very amateur like video projects, just like highlighting local businesses for my local API association, but I'd never really done anything with podcasts before this, but I'd say that I really, really enjoy it. It's something that I think that On Our Minds is doing something really special, just highlighting local, like just highlighting teenage voices. And so I'm just glad to be a part of the project, honestly.
How are you pursuing this?
So I have On Our Minds. We have a session later where we're going to be doing a live podcast recording. So we're at South by Southwest EDU, which is huge, thank God. But I'm also currently a member of my school's Ohio School Safety Advisory Council, which is this council of like 16 high school juniors across the state of Ohio. And I'm currently working on a capstone project, and I'm thinking about potentially doing a podcast series or a video series highlighting school safety concerns across the state. So that's predominantly how I want to pursue this. But yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I just want to thank Student Reporting Labs for this amazing opportunity. And just everybody who's been a part of this, including you guys, because I just think that through this opportunity, I've been able to meet so many incredible people. I've been able to interview like one of my favorite poets of all time, Chen Chen. I got to film a TikTok with Hank Green, so that was crazy. We made a secret handshake, but watch out for that on socials. But yeah, I mean, I can't thank people enough for giving me this opportunity and taking a chance on someone with like a journalism 1 and 2 background and like close to nothing else. So yeah.
Hi, so how'd you start all this interviewing?
I started the podcast because I saw an ad on Instagram and I just applied, and it was a long process of interviews and more applications, and I finally found out that I got on the podcast, and it was very exciting.
So basically, what do you like to do?
I like to talk with people a lot. I could literally talk about anything for like forever. I like film. I like the podcast. I like mental health. And a lot of those things are discovered on the podcast and explored.
How do you use this by educating people?
In collaboration with Student Reporting Labs, we work with a lot of schools to help students get their stories out there and to help them get them on a national platform. And so not only is this like an outlet for a lot of students, but a lot of teachers can use this as educational material to broaden their students' minds, about certain topics that might be affecting them.
What are some apps that you use for it?
Some apps that I use for this, we use this app called Airtable, which helps us organize all of our files and sound stuff and helps us plan. We use Zoom because everything is recorded digitally. Pretty much we meet on Zoom once a week. So yeah, and then all the podcast platforms, go listen to the podcast On Our Minds, wherever you get your podcasts.
How many people is there in the podcast?
So I'm one of the hosts, and then Ashley, I don't know where she is right now, but Ashley is one of the co-hosts of the podcast. And then every season there's 2 new hosts of the podcast.
Is there anything else you want to say or share?
I would say if you're thinking about getting into journalism or getting into media or even just talking about mental health, just put yourself out there because you never know what's going to happen. Thank you.